relatively recently. Do you want to talk us a little bit about how you found yourself up in Bookham and where you're from?
Well, I've been out of the UK for more than 20 years, living and working in Hungary, Austria, Romania, Serbia and Kenya.
Wow.
And so it's quite interesting to come back to post-Brexit Britain in the middle of a pandemic.
Yes, it's a unique cultural moment to step back into.
Very much so.
Gosh, so how did you find yourself particularly in Bookham?
We were always, when we came back to visit, we were staying with a friend who attended the church, and we always came here. And our kids, who are 14 and 12, the 2-year-old didn't have much to say about it, but the 2 boys said they really wanted to join Bookham Baptist Church, so we did.
Oh, that's amazing. Actually, that's really similar to our last Frontline episode, where someone basically said that they chose Bookham Baptist because the kids said, we don't want to go anywhere else, and that's how I ended up here as well. So, absolutely fantastic. In terms of your role, and obviously it's a church-based role, so God is...
Well, actually, I was going to talk about a different role.
Oh, please do.
Yeah. So that's my day job.
Yes.
But because of the history I have in all these different countries, I'm actually doing something else which is very important for me. I have 2 partners, and the company is called Relationology International.
Relationology International.
And my partners are Matt Bird and Richard Beaumont. Matt's in the UK, but Richard is in Melbourne, Australia. And Matt's created a methodology of how to bring the principles of biblical relationships into the workplace, especially for companies and NGOs.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And he asked me to join, and Richard, a year ago, and we're growing the company globally. And we channel all of the activities we do through masterminds, where we have small groups of people who meet 8 times over 100 days, and we help them to achieve a goal. I have particular interest in, my groups are from Eastern Europe and from Africa. So the last group I did had Hungarians, Romanians and a Kenyan.
Wow.
And it's all about bringing those really healthy, positive ways of looking about relationships into the workplace and doing things really well.
Oh my gosh, that's absolutely amazing. And sort of taking all that, all the good stuff that God is teaching us and growing in us, and actually applying it to a different context, not just for church, not just for small groups,
exactly.
It's for everything. And is the idea that you train up people that then further, spread that message within that organisation? So a bit like a seed planting exercise. Yeah,
because I say to, I'm a marketing guy, and I say to Matt, the market is almost unlimited because of it's all done virtually. All you need is someone who's pretty well connected and speaks English, and we can access anybody in the world.
Yeah.
So it's probably 100 million people we could get to with the method. Takes a bit of time to get to that, but we are ambitious. We're probably not 100 million, but maybe a few thousands we'd love to be able to be running masterminds for.
And what's the recent example of where you've seen God moving in that work?
So one of the participants in one of my recent masterminds is the executive director of a top 5 NGO in Romania, and he's long wanted to become a life coach alongside his main role, and his goal was to try and establish and start a life coaching course and to get on with it, and that's what he achieved in 50 days, not 100 days.
Gosh.
So I gave him the challenge of the next 50 days because he really needed to do a bit more. And so by the time he'd finished, he'd already started his life coaching practice.
Wow.
And subsequently, he joined another program we have called Accelerator, where if you've been on a mastermind of ours, you can join another program which is monthly, where the cohort supports one another to develop and grow. And Mugarel teased me the other day by saying, because he's noticed that a significant proportion of the 100 people who he can meet online through Relationology are clearly Christians.
Yeah.
He teased me that said, wow, you're coming at me from all sides now, SP. So that's quite interesting. But back at home in Romania, it's opened him to be very interested in how to help Christian NGOs in Romania to be more professional, because this is his great gift. He's an incredibly professional NGO leader, and he's had a really good experience with different Christian NGOs in Romania just in the last 6 months.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely fantastic. So lives being changed in lots of different ways depending on where they are and who they work with potentially.
Exactly.
Amazing.